Yeah, like you said, the level of just outright anti-whiteism now in the media and everywhere else is incredible. I mean, I saw an article today in one of the bigger, I think it was Tablet magazine or something, where the list of races, and white was the one race that didn't get a capital letter and was put at the end. It's just these little like humiliation things, but it's kind of I mean, this is a question that people ask a lot, is like, the Japanese people or Chinese people look at this and think, why would white people tolerate this? And some people question, is there something in the psychology of European people that makes them especially um, amenable to this kind of subversion,
Right,
to
we've been
deconstructing
allowing
their group?
ourselves to be used and abused by European royalty for centuries and centuries. Okay, if you take a look at a place like England, I mean, you didn't want to be, I mean, it went through the Middle Ages, there was this system called feudalism. There was a peasantry. People became inured to being peasants, to being serfs. And that is basically a form of higher level conditioning. Europeans are conditioned to this kind of thing. And they're also conditioned not to trust their own. It's hard for them to make common cause with others, with other people of their own ethnic background. Okay? And I've thought about this a lot, and I thought, well, really, if whites are not capable of coming together and showing any coherence, what is it about them that do they really have any fitness or adaptivity, and do they deserve to be saved? And I would suppose that your boy Kevin McDonald should also have wondered about this. Being an evolutionary psychologist, okay, certain groups will behave in certain ways to enhance their own survival prospects. What of a race that has no survival prospects because it has no respect for its own survival?
Right. I think he actually wrote a book. I haven't read it, but he actually wrote a book a couple of years ago that actually dealt with individualism in the Western tradition and why Europeans seem so predisposed to evolution. And I think his main thesis is that it goes back to when you have child rearing and kind of monogamous marriage, and you move away from this tribal structure, and
Yes.
that
It, you,
yeah, that you have this kind of more long-term strategy in terms of having less offspring but taking care of them more,
taking
kind
better
of a
care
lower
of them.
time
That's correct. More
preference.
investment in the individual offspring. Exactly. And McDonald has a lot of good points when it comes to that kind of thing. Nevertheless, you've got to wonder just what exactly it is that deserves to be saved.
Well, I think
Does individualism really have a future when a highly individualistic ethnicity, like white people in general, is unconcerned with its own survival and refuses to oppose those that are trying to put it out of existence?